dear students, this video is in continuation of the chapter microorganisms and today's topic is fungi. So what are fungi? Fungi are a group of plant-like organisms which lack chlorophyll. So important to remember is that they lack chlorophyll, whereas in algae we studied that they contain chlorophyll. It means algae can undergo the process of photosynthesis, whereas fungi cannot undergo the process of photosynthesis. Unicellular or multicellular in nature. Unicellular means in which a single cell controls the mechanism, whereas multicellular where many cells take over the mechanism in an individual. Most of them are saprophytic, while some are parasites. Since we know that fungi cannot undergo photosynthesis, so they obtain their nutrition through feeding upon dead and decaying matter, that is saprophytes, or some obtain nutrition from their host by being as parasites. For example, yeast, molds and mushrooms. Mildew. Mildew fungi grows on damp leather, clothes and wood, especially during the monsoon season when there is more moisture in the environment. Now we'll switch to the next slide, which tells us about yeast. What are yeast? Yeast are unicellular fungus, well known for the process of fermentation. What is fermentation? Fermentation is a process of conversion of sugar into alcohol, and that is the most important process performed by yeast. Reproduces by budding. What is budding? Budding is a mode of asexual reproduction where single individual produces copies of itself. Survives aerobically and anaerobically. It means if oxygen is present, yeast can survive. If oxygen is absent, yeast can also survive. Coming to the next slide, which is going to tell us about another kind of fungi, that is molds. Molds are a group of multicellular fungi. Multicellular means made up of many cells. Appears as greyish fuzzy outgrowth on stale bread. If bread is kept at high temperature for a long period of time, there appears greyish fuzzy outgrowth, that is molds, and the same can be seen on the bluish growth on rotten oranges. They are tangled mass of thread-like structures which are called mycelium. So mycelium is a term which is used for entangled mass of thread which are seen under microscope. And if we consider a single thread, it is called as hyphae. They grow on starchy food, milk products, moist grains and pulses. Now, these images help you to know about the fungi. First image is of mushroom, which is a type of fungi, and second picture is of common fungi grown on damp places during monsoon. Now we are going to study about the usefulness of fungi, how fungi can be useful to us. Mushrooms are edible. They can be taken as food. Yeast is used in fermentation of fruit juices, bakery products, and molasses. Molds used to flavor processed cheeses. Penicillin and some other antibiotics are made up of certain molds. Antibiotics are a group of medicines which are prepared from some kind of fungi, that is mold, and they help to cure diseases. Fungi are nature's decomposers. Whenever we go through this word nature's decomposers, we should remember that they are acting as cleaners for the environment. They feed upon dead and decaying matter, and they add up nutrients to the soil. So that is how they are useful. We studied here about the flavoring agent in processed cheeses. This is also important to remember, that they can add flavor to different type of cheeses. Even in the fruit juices, the fermentation process which takes place, means conversion of sugar to alcohol, is done by yeast. So they are useful in fruit industry as well as undergo the process of molasses. Now coming to the next slide, which will tell us the contrasting feature of fungi, that how they are harmful to us. Molds spoil raw as well as cooked food because they can grow at high temperature. Molds and mildew spoil leather goods and even furniture during monsoons because moisture is a favorable condition for them to grow. Rust, smuts, wilts, and blights are some plant diseases caused by fungi. It means even plants are not far apart to get diseases from fungi. They are also affected. Fungi can cause infections of the skin. They can cause infection of the scalp and nails in human beings. Talking about the scalp, we can take the example of ringworm, which is commonly seen. So this video covers most of the part of fungi. Hope it helps you to enrich your knowledge on this topic well. Thank you.